I want to open it up for questions, but I have one more that interests me personally. Coming from Washington, in a place where there's just the sort of the opposite of entrepreneurial spirit. It's just mired in political gridlock. And I've been talking to a lot of people lately, experts, about just how can we make our government have a more entrepreneurial spirit? And so I guess I wonder, from two different perspectives here, it being in a big organization or a more corporate culture and creating an entrepreneurial zone, what are the challenges or things to think about? And then trying to work with larger organizations that are bureaucratic, and you're trying to inspire them and shake them loose a little bit. Any tips on those things?
So let me just say this idea of working in government, which we really skirted around the government in the creation phase of our work. So we had government contracts for child welfare or early childhood, but the creation of the glue for the zone was all done with private dollars, because we would still be trying to get the laws changed to do the stuff, right? It just takes too long. But when President Obama's team decided they were going to replicate our work, one of the things, right after the election, myself and Angela Blackwell, who was sort of my partner in working with the feds on this from PolicyLink, we went in to talk to the team, and we insisted that 50% of the money be private, that it was not going to be 100%, because we knew if this thing was 100% federally funded, there would be no pressure, right, to really produce results, right? That it would become simply a political football. I know, I just found it out, but this is reality. Right. People have to run for office, right. And when they run for office, everything works. And they will not deal with the fact that something is not working. And this work, it calls on you to constantly confront your failures and try to fix them versus sort of papering them over with a political sort of talk. And so some folks thought it was too much to do 50%, but we really insisted, because people who put their private money in something, they actually want to see results. And they don't care what the election cycle is. They want to hold people accountable. So I think I am a big fan of public-private partnerships when the private side holds the government side feet to the fire, right? They just won't accept sort of, this thing is really working and we can just keep funding it. So, and I found that to be the same on both sides of the aisle, that these funding of programs that simply don't work happens for lots of reasons which for us seem to be crazy, but inside Washington, they have very strong reasons to continue funding things that don't work, and I think that's a real problem.